Football is life for Sam Monarch. He gives 110% while having less than 100% of his right arm. Monarch was born with amniotic band syndrome, which left him without a right hand and lower forearm. That hasn't stopped Sam from hitting, tackling, and busting through the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't necessarily know how to do it any other way. I use my right arm just like a hand. I swim, I rip, I just get through the tackle, I split tackles, and I just do my best.
Well, Sam's biggest attribute as a defensive lineman is his quickness. He's extremely quick, and so he beats the block a lot of times just based on his quickness. But what I have seen is his partial right arm. He uses kind of like a club, or kind of like a, you know, as he uses it like another player would use it, a full right arm. And so it just seems like it comes natural to him. We don't really have to teach him anything.
The teaching responsibilities fell to his parents, Thomas and Jill Monarch, who adopted Sam from Tula, Russia, when he was just over a year old.
This was all foreign to us. We had two very healthy birth children, and for us, we were like, you know, we just have to trust the Lord in what He's going to lead us to. And so from the very beginning, we went to Shriners, and he's had multiple prosthetics. But Samuel has learned to adapt from an early age. I don't look at it as a disability, and we try to teach him that it's not a disability, it's an extra ability.
It blesses me as a parent, as a father, to know and hear the coach say, you know, he earned that spot. It's not something that's given to him.
He doesn't care that he's got a slight disability. He doesn't care that he was born without a hand. He wants to just be an average kid, and he just wants to do everything he can to help his teammates.
But it isn't a stretch to say Sam doesn't have a limitation or two.
I'm aware of when we have to go down for stretches. I can't, when he says touch your left hand to your right foot, or your right hand to your left foot, I can't necessarily reach.
Still within his reach, the opportunity to lace up and play football at a higher level.
I can see Sam playing junior varsity football next year, and I can see definitely by the time he's a junior or senior playing varsity football on Friday nights for us and contributing.
Let's go! Sam's high school career continues. Not only did Monarch make the varsity as a junior here at Timber Creek, he is the starting nose guard, and it's a position that he's earned.
Understand that. He's not a charity case kid where, oh, we're going to give the kid a chance. He plays hard. I mean, you watch film. He does what he's supposed to do, and he wreaks havoc in the backfield, and his play speaks for itself.
Most of these guys I've played with during freshman, I've played with during JV, and now I'm getting the opportunity to play with them in varsity. And I definitely feel like as a team we're meshing a lot more together. We have a very young defense, and you know what? We have a very talented defense this year.
And he's perfect for what we want to do. He plays hard every down. He's tough to block. You know, I think sometimes people look at him and say, oh, this is going to be easy, and after 2 or 3 plays, it's not.
It definitely has gotten harder. The football's rougher, it's a lot more dirtier, and you just got to toughen up and just deal with it.
Defense corner from DP, after we played them 2 weeks ago, we saw him the next day at a game, a rainout game, and he said that he would take the one-armed kid over anybody on our team because he just plays so hard every play.
I mean, obviously there's things like, oh, I can't grab somebody with my right arm, or I can't completely tackle, I have to tackle with my left arm. And obviously I'm going to have always going to have challenges with that, working with things such as wrapping up or stripping the ball. But I will say it's a positive thing because during drills and such things, when I get the opportunities in games, I can wrap up and punch the ball through. And it helps me not being able to feel past my lower extremity.
I mean, even though we say it's a handicap, and he loves to joke about it. I mean, he said before, you know, I got my arm cut off because I was in a bad neighborhood and things like that. He says stuff like that all the time, kidding around. Or last year he wore a glove on his nub, you know, and he'd high-five kids with the glove. You know, so he has a good time with it.
You know, you just have to roll with it. You have to make a joke out of it. If they come back trying to say something mean or hurtful, you have to come back and say, you have to laugh it off.
I don't know if it's a disadvantage with having one arm because he uses that other arm, you know, he uses it as a club, he gets up underneath people. I mean, he's hard to hold. You know, you talk about holding, but he's hard to hold because he gets sideways. So he does do some things, but he's learned how to play with that. And it does make a difference with him out there.
on the play. Timber Creek recovering.